When you're watching Star Trek for the first time and you watch the motion picture, ooh,
Woo!
70% of the crew don't like this Captain Kirk. Only 30% like the. So you're confused from the beginning.
It was a strange film because you're getting Admiral Kirk and not Captain Kirk, which is as we come to find out, a very
he's
different
bigger.
character.
Here's another one. No action in the movie for about 2 hours. What? Nothing but talking.
You're supposed to get high off of some like really crazy visuals.
Didn't
They really
steal
do.
the whole Brainiac thing, which came out 20 years before it. They stole the whole Brainiac thing from DC, so you could tell them.
I'm surprised you haven't brought up the 3-minute long tour of the Enterprise when they're just going around the ship. And the music's just like going. There's nothing happening.
Tim, that's like
just
that for you guys that have seen the Enterprise all those times. That's cool for you guys.
It wasn't cool for anybody.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even cool for us.
Nobody.
It wasn't cool
like,
for nobody. It was like,
we already know the schematics of this goddamn thing. Most nerds already got the books.
I don't. That's the thing. That's what, you're not. See, you guys are letting yourself. You're answering your own question, but you're not answering the question of a person who's never seen Star Trek like you guys. So, for example, if a person
let me ask you something, Boo. Did you enjoy
that?
Can
I you hear me?
Shut up.
You shut up.
First off, I answered your question. Before you even asked it when I told you that was one of the cool parts about it. Because a person that's not into Star Trek, who's never in like me, who's maybe cares about 15% of that, the main thing is liking that. So for example, if a person who really ain't into Star Wars but hears about the Millennium Falcon is going to automatically would like a breakdown of it. Because why? Like me, I already know the breakdown of it. Or an X-Wing would like to know what an X-Wing is, not being into it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. To a like you that's already flourished his brain full of this shit already, of course. So like me watching Star Wars and they break down, I know this shit. Get to the real shit. I get it, but it was helping other people like me, obviously.
Well, they do show the warp drive. They show.
I mean, hilariously enough, most people, even not like most non-Star Trek fans watching it, we're sitting there going, "Okay, but can we see it move though?"
You're talking to a man who's wearing visors for he does not know a history thing about.
Continue. Well, that's why we have a podcast, Boo. We're different, but I'm saying,
but that's still hilarious.
But most people watching, like after 30 to 40 seconds, are like, "Oh, we're still doing this."
I'll give you a point. My wife was looking at me like, "What the are you making?" Then I took a picture. I showed her. I said the blind on Star Trek. That's all I put in. Blind on Star Trek.